Hey everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 4, Episode 20, Qpid. This is one of my favorite episodes. I love this episode. So this is part 2 of the trilogy of Vash. So we first saw her in the Captain's Holiday last season, where, if you guys remember, Picard went to the planet of Risa, which is the first time we saw that planet, and he encountered, I guess it's Vash, not Vash, Vash, and she was kind of a trickster. She used Picard to kind of get to her own means. And so this is the second part in her storyline, where she has now come aboard the Enterprise, and Picard thinks that it's to kind of be part of a delegation, and he's preparing to give a speech about this planet where it has ruins on it that nobody has ever been to, at least in their lifetime. Well, during all of this, Q shows up. So already we have Vash returning, we have Q returning, we have all this stuff going on. And it's really interesting because the first time we see, I keep saying Vash, it's Vash. Every time we see Vash, she keeps going around the starship asking about if Picard has talked about her. And Riker tries to hit on her and she's like, nope, I know you. And she talks to Dr. Crusher, and Dr. Crusher kind of not so much as says that she's involved with Picard. Like all she says is they often have morning tea together. So that's a little hint that there's things going on between Crusher and Picard. But slowly we see Vash getting more and more upset that Picard never mentioned her. And everybody has the exact same phrase, the captain is a very private man. And Vash is like, who cares? Like, he never even brought me up. And so we start seeing that Picard he's a very private man, and he kind of keeps things very professional. Whereas, like, as we've seen throughout the series, Riker pretty much will sleep with any woman that is interested in him. We don't see a lot of interest, or at least love interest storylines with Picard. So it's very interesting to see Vash return. So from here, Q feels indebted to Picard from the last time we saw him, where that was the video I did with fellow mod Joshua, where Q lost his powers and then Picard helped him get them back. Now Q feels not so much as guilty, but like he owes Picard. And so Q creates this, not really a hologram, because we know Q could just create things. So he creates this world where Picard is now Robin Hood, and all of the other bridge crew are his merry men. Oh my god, like that alone is the reason why this is one of my favorite storylines. Worf is the best part in this whole movie, or this whole episode. As soon as they become it and they realize it, just Worf's like, Captain, I protest. I am not a merry man. And then, like, you have Geordi playing, I forgot the name of the instrument, but the guitar-like thing, and Worf just grabs it, looks at it, smashes it against the tree. Sorry, and gives it back. Worf makes this episode. It is so good. I think one of the interesting things is Picard, after Q realizes that Picard is interested in Vash, he says something along the lines of, if I knew that it would have been that easy, I would have appeared as a female. Which is kind of an interesting, like, once we start getting into Q can kind of switch genders type thing. So I really like that. So, of course, by the end of the episode, Picard saves the day, banishes Q, everybody lives happily ever after. So this episode is interesting because, like I said, it's the sequel to the Captain's Holiday, but then we see this episode gets a sequel later on. Technically, it would be 2 years from now, but it's going to be in the first season of Deep Space Nine. Q and Vash both returned. So it's really interesting. This is, like I said, this is part 2 of the 3-part storyline of Vash. So for those who have seen this episode, do you guys like Vash? Personally, I wish we would have seen her more. I think she is the perfect foil of Captain Picard. Like, she's everything he's not, and the two opposites attract. I think she's a great character. So what do you guys think? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Like, I've said it once, I've said it twice, I think I've said it 5 times now, I don't remember. Q is the greatest character. I love Q so much. Any episode with Q is going to get like a perfect rating from me. So what do you guys think about Q? I know some of you have commented that you hate Q and you skip his episodes, and that's fine. I would love to talk to you guys. Why do you guys hate Q? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time from Drumhead.